The teapot whistled, waking Brian from his sleep. Ah, tea in the morning. He needed a jolt to wake up, and if he drank tea and coffee, he would be running to the bathroom all day. Brian's wife said tea was better for him, so he would take the cup, kiss her goodbye, and head to the drive-thru for coffee. On his way to the office, Brian pondered the heaviness in the air. There wasn't a storm on the horizon, just a gray day, like the ones before it and the ones to come. Maybe it wasn't the day. Perhaps the gray cloud hovered just inside Brian's mind, like the memories he couldn't release. "Oh, Brian, it's your turn to read," the teacher announced. Brian took a deep breath. "Dogs are man's best friend," he exhaled as the class roared with laughter. Brian jumped from his seat and rushed toward the teacher's desk to request a hall pass. Craig stuck out his foot and Brian fell to the floor. The sudden collision released his bladder. "Ew, gross," was all he could hear as he lay on the white tiled floor, unable to move. Brian reached for his briefcase in the back seat and headed into the building where he worked for the past 8 years. He had moved up in the organization, securing a position in management. He liked his job. His colleagues were great, but anytime he heard people talking and laughing outside his door, he knew they were making fun of him. The same week as the accident in class, the pale girl with mousy brown mushroom hair caught up with Brian on the walk home. "They're all jerks. There's nothing wrong with stuttering," she spat through braces and a lisp. Kelly was a close second to Brian on the list of kids to bully. He couldn't fathom how the two of them together would help matters, so he ignored her, quickened his pace, and abruptly turned to cross the street. "Hey, wait! Do you want to go to the dances?" Kelly yelled. Brian stopped in the street. He looked at Kelly and couldn't pick out one thing he liked about her. He even enjoyed her turns at being tormented because it meant he got a break. "Sure," he yelled back and jumped out of the street just in time to miss oncoming traffic. Brian was tripped twice on the dance floor, but the second time he kept his balance. Kelly was shoved into the punch. It wobbled, spilling onto her dress, but Brian grabbed her arm before she crashed completely into the table. Craig got on the mic and dedicated a song stuttering every syllable, but hardly anyone laughed, and kids threw wadded up paper at Kelly that read, "Most likely to be ugly." But she didn't pick them up, and she didn't read not a one of them. It was a successful night. Kelly was now a convincing Malaysian straight 100% human hair brunette. The braces were gone, her skin was sun-kissed by Maybelline personally, and she only lisped occasionally at Brian's request. Brian stopped stuttering, and they got married after college. Kelly never once mentioned the day Brian peed his pants in the class, on the floor, in front of everyone. But every morning, she offered him tea.